Hello, online crew. Look who I have here with me today. It is the one and only Ferny Ceballos. How are you, Ferny?
I'm fantastic. How are you guys doing?
Good, good. So excited to have Ferny here. And Ferny's actually in my country at the moment. We're in the same time zone, for the first time in a long time.
No, we're not. No, we are not.
Well, not exactly in the same.
It's 11 a.m. here. Where is it? Where are you?
Yes, it's 10:30. Okay, so not exactly.
Yeah, it's one of those weird half-hour time zone thingies.
Yeah, I know. Everybody in the US is like, how can that be the half hour? Like, I don't get that. It's just weird Aussie things.
We are in the same hemisphere, so.
We are. And I would just like to thank you so much for coming on and sharing with, my audience here in our online crew, just a little bit more about the power of attraction marketing, how that can help everybody build their businesses, leveraging, social media and the modern world of, all this technology that we have, but the difference between building old school and online and using attraction marketing strategies. I know, Ferny is what a lot of us refer to as the Godfather of Attraction Marketing. He's one of my mentors, has been for many years, and I'm very grateful to Ferny and everything that he's taught me in this space. It's brought me online learning about attraction marketing, and a lot of what I do and how I show up and the brand that I've built is largely due to, the education that I not only have but continue to get through Ferny and his team through attraction marketing. So from me, thank you, Ferny, for everything that you've done for me and all the students that you, continue to impact their lives in this world of attraction marketing. So I'm sure a lot of people do know, you're not new to my community. There's many people that have met you before, but for those that haven't, can you just share a little bit about your successes?
Absolutely. Can you hold on 1 second?
Yep. Say hello to Ferny, guys. Great to see you on. Let us know that you're here. Let us know that you can see Ferny.
Yeah, sorry. Like it's like what is it called? Murphy's Law. It's like I have this guy here because I'm renting a house here in Australia, and when we got here, the bed was broken and the owners took forever to like replace it. So the guy's finally coming to replace it. He's been working for the past hour on his own without needing me. And right when I go live is when he wants to talk to me. So it's, and so it's just like, okay, yeah, like this is, and on top of that, I have my son Malachi here. You're sitting on the couch watching Teletubbies because that's what he wanted to watch. Right. And I had to go. Now, Daddy's going to be on a call, so you're not going to bother him, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. All right, you're going to stay here. I have to like repeat it multiple times. So like, because all of a sudden he'll just get bored of the TV and like, think I'm talking to his mom and want his mommy and everything. So anyway, so one of Murphy's Law's things that could happen happened. Let's see if the other one happens.
Yeah, so we might have Malachi come in behind you.
Yeah.
All good.
Exactly. And so, anyway, so perfect. Now, so just a little bit about me. I mean, people call me, Helen calls me the Godfather of Attraction Marketing. And yes, I've had many students in the network marketing space who are top earners, 6, 7, 8-figure earners who have built their business 100% online. But I am not the OG, you can say. I'm really carrying on a legacy for my mentors. My mentors, Mike Dillard and Tim Murway, are the OGs. They are the two people that popularized the concept and the strategies and the skill set of attraction marketing. Today, I'm fortunate enough to say that not only am I carrying on this legacy from a strategy and topic standpoint, I'm a co-owner of the exact company that I was a student in when they were co-owners of that company. In 2005, attraction marketing was introduced to the network marketing space in a big way. Network marketing, of course, went kicking and screaming into this new era of attraction marketing. They did not want anything to do with it. A lot of arrows in the back, so to speak, a lot of bad mouthing. Still today, there's some of that, but obviously today, you can hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. Still today, I mean, there's some resistance, but there's been so much proof is so ubiquitous across network marketing that you can build it online, you can do it authentically, you can do it in a way that's actually fun and enjoyable instead of in a way that you cringe or don't look forward to doing. And so that's the fortunate thing that I have to be able to do is I'm honored to carry this legacy. I didn't invent attraction marketing. My mentors, Mike and Tim, were doing it long before me. In fact, Tim is Mike's mentor and Mike is my mentor. And Tim's been building network marketing businesses online since 2001. He was one of a handful of people that were actually building it online. And this was before social media. So attraction marketing has evolved, but it's always, it's one of those strategies that once you discover it and find it, you just never want to do anything else, because traditional network marketing is often presented and taught in a way that is not honest. Traditional network marketing, the make a list of 100 friends and family, the cold prospecting, all that stuff, essentially what that is, it's sales. And there's a lot of denial, and people say, no, we're not selling. We're sharing. The product sells itself. You don't have to be a salesperson to do this. Well, if you're building it traditionally, yes, you do, because that's exactly what you're being taught. If you're learning scripts, if you're learning cold prospecting, follow-up, objection handling, those are sales techniques. And so it's kind of weird. And that's the reason network marketing has a bad rep, because people are led into network marketing believing that they don't have to learn any special skills to be successful, but they actually do. They need to learn sales skills, but then they don't label it sales skills. And so that makes for a very tough experience in network marketing. And so, that's what I first started doing in 2005. I discovered, network marketing. I was looking for a way to get out of my job. My background is I was an aerospace engineer. I have a degree from MIT in computer science and electrical engineering. And I should have realized at MIT that I really didn't enjoy engineering, because I like to party more than to study. But it was really when I graduated MIT and went to work in the aerospace industry. I mean, within 2 days, I knew I did not want to do this for the rest of my life. And I was searching for a way out. I went back to grad school and try to do it that way. It's maybe if I go back to school, more opportunities will open up where I'll be able to get out of here. And then I was actually conned into a meeting by a friend who I went to grad school with at USC. And he said, oh yeah, a bunch of engineers are getting together. We're going to talk about a business we're starting up. And I'm thinking, engineers coming together, some engineers from Caltech, they're gonna share an opportunity to be a part of a startup or something. We're gonna have some sort of Silicon Valley dream, pop out of someone's living room. And it turned out to be a meeting for an MLM, a very established old company. They were drawing circles on a board, and I wanted nothing to do with it. It was just I was tricked into a meeting, and I hated everything about network marketing. I hated everything I heard that night. I hated how I was presented the opportunity, but I hated my job so much. I just wanted a way out. I didn't like driving to and from work every day, 3 hours a day. I didn't like waking up. I'm not a morning person. And so, it was the only thing that was offered to me that was at least offered some hope of an alternative. And so about 2 weeks after ghosting my potential sponsor, I ended up, signing up and enrolling. And for 9 months, I was very coachable, building it the old school way, building it using oftentimes deceptive strategies. And I didn't even go full tilt with what I was being told to do. because some of it was just too gross for me to do. But I did do some of it. I had to like kind of just swallow my pride and even my integrity sometimes to do exactly what was done to me: con people into meetings, and be sneaky about when I was prospecting people, make sure they don't realize what it is I'm prospecting them about. And it's kind of weird because we're not accustomed to operating that way. And so 9 months into doing that, I did grow a team, a pretty good sized team, but they all ended up quitting. They didn't want to do what I was willing to do. And of course, you can say that they probably had more integrity than I did, because some people would say, well, they weren't as motivated as you. Maybe they were more honest and had more integrity than I did, because they weren't willing to do these slimy things that I was willing to do to build my business. And so I found a website that was run by Mike Dillard called Magnetic Sponsoring, and it just introduced me to a different way. And in fact, network marketing is kind of a misnomer. Multi-level marketing is a misnomer. Direct sales is a more honest name for what network marketing actually is when done the traditional way, because there's no marketing involved in the old way, the traditional way of building a network marketing business. It's all sales. So network marketing should be called network sales or multi-level sales or direct sales, which is the original name for what it was. And that's a more honest label to it, because that's actually what it is. And so what I got introduced to by my mentors, Mike and Tim, were marketing strategies. For the first time, I learned marketing to do network marketing. And that was, Mike coined the term attraction marketing to describe what it is this actually is, and what we're teaching and what we're doing. And and marketing, if you know marketing, it's not about going door to door. When you think salespeople, you think door-to-door salesperson. You think somebody that's going to call you and try to sell you something. You think timeshare sales, where they can con you into a meeting or into a free lunch, and then they present this thing and then don't let you leave. That's what, when you think of sales, that's what you think of. When you think of marketing, you think more of, you put an ad out there, you put something out there, and you attract people to you. And that's exactly what attraction marketing is. It's about, if you're using social media, creating content that attracts, or you engage in a way where you're attractive, or ultimately, if you learn more advanced skill sets, being able to create advertising that is seen by other people, and then that gets people are drawn to you. And so those are the things that I learned, and I was really excited to learn those things, because somebody was finally serious with me and being willing to share that, hey, you have to learn some skills. If you want to earn six figures, you got to learn a six-figure skill set, etc. That made sense to me. Like, as an educated person that spent a lot of money to go to school to become an engineer, it made sense that I had to learn something and become a student of something in order to reap the rewards of what this profession had to offer. I was never told that before. So I felt that was honest. And the other thing was that what I was actually learning was, I was learning systems and processes and these things that made sense. From a process, I could logically understand now how it is I can attract prospects, how to build influence with them, and how to convert them into what I was offering. And within 2 years of discovering attraction marketing, I was able to quit my job and became a six-figure earner shortly thereafter. Ultimately went on to seven figures, and now I've generated, in terms of income into my businesses, over $45 million since I started doing attraction marketing. And so that's been kind of like the history, the journey. And I was one of the most successful students that Mike and Tim had. Not the most successful. I was not the most successful, but I was one of the most successful. But I worked very closely with Mike and Tim for a few years. And so we got to know each other really well. And when Mike decided to step away from network marketing and just kind of leave it behind and focus on other ventures, I was asked by Tim Irway to become a partner in what is now attractionmarketing.com. And so it's the exact same company that I got started in. I was a student. So kind of like the hair club for men thing, not only am I the president, I'm also a client. Well, I'm not only I'm not just the owner. I was also once a student.
Yeah. And forever the student, I'm sure you learn a lot from your students as well as teaching your knowledge, because social media moves so fast. And
Right.
attraction marketing strategies change, and they've become probably even more powerful than they have in the past. But what are you seeing, Ferny, like now in the last sort of year or so, are the most powerful type of attraction marketing strategies that people can implement in their business?
I mean, we're living in kind of a golden era of attraction marketing, and it makes less and less sense today to be doing things traditionally. One, because people don't want to do it. Two, there's just so many opportunities for doing attraction marketing using different platforms, different mediums, ways of doing it that fit different people's personalities as well. And so, whether you love social media, hate social media, there's something for you. Whereas before, attraction marketing was like one way. It was just one dimensional. It was, I learned it. When I was doing attraction marketing, I learned how to advertise. I learned how to build funnels, these websites that are designed to, convert leads and build email lists and be able to automate sales. But now with social media, and especially with the different platforms of social media, different features within social media platforms, and then even opportunities outside of social media, there's something for everybody. If you love social media, there's something for you. If you hate social media, there's something for you. And especially today, for the first time, probably in the history of social media and history of attraction marketing, TikTok has really revolutionized things. Whether you love or hate TikTok, whether you think it should be banned or whatever your opinion is, the technology and the algorithm that TikTok rolled out has changed the game. And it quickly was copied by Facebook, on Instagram, on Facebook itself. It's copied by Pinterest now, apparently. YouTube has their own version of this type of micro video content. And the crazy thing is that you publish content that then gets shown to hundreds or thousands or hundreds of thousands or even millions of people, depending on how good the content is, and for free. Like, the platforms will show your content to people for free. And so if you understand attraction marketing, if you learn this skill set, just like you have, Helen, and many of our students have, in terms of how to dial in a message, how to have a message that resonates with a target audience, your ideal perfect prospect, then you can, you start attracting an audience for free, as long as you're willing to invest your time in creating that content. Micro video content, it might be a 15-second video, but the 15-second video probably took you a half hour or an hour to kind of put together. But it's just like crafting anything else that's going to be worthwhile. When you put it out there, it's has the potential. It won't always reach a lot of people, but it has the potential of reaching thousands or more people, if you know how to do the messaging.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like TikTok for me at the moment, my following probably grows faster on TikTok than any other platform, and I'm having more conversations with people from TikTok, and yet they're complete strangers. So I think the speed of being able to come out of nowhere, and as long as you know your target market and your messaging, like the things that you mentioned, there is potential for people in this industry to come out of nowhere, go on TikTok. Every video might not go viral or anything like you said, but the potential, from complete strangers, that truly is attraction marketing, like attracting people to your message. It's very powerful. So you've got a collection of students, obviously past and present, that are doing amazing things in amazing platforms across the board, from YouTube to Instagram to TikTok to, all the things. So, and you've got a collection of, those people coming together for a particular training coming up, haven't you? Would you like to share that with the audience?
Absolutely. Yeah. So one of the, I did a live with you, Helen, a couple months ago, where we talked about an event that we did in mid-April, the Attract, Influence, and Enroll Summit. I know many of you attended and many of you wanted to attend but couldn't. So we're doing an encore of that event. on January 9th through the 11th. So it's next weekend, and US time. So it's January 9th through the 11th, US, not Australia time.
You mean you're saying January? Do you mean
June? Sorry, not June. I mean June. See, everything's upside. Everything's upside down here in Australia. Like everything's inverted. It's like Christmas is summer and June is in winter, and it makes no sense. Anyway, so June 9th through the 11th, we're doing the event again. In fact, we've added a new speaker for this event to the lineup. And one of the, last time I did talk about the event, and one of the things I'd love to be able to do, and Helen, you remind me, because it's been I've done a number of lives. Did I share, last time I did this live, did I share the slides from that event live on here with you? Does that sound familiar at all?
I don't know that you did.
Yeah, I don't think I did. Well, rather than tell you about the event, why don't I just show you the content that's going to be shared at the event? So, I actually have, obviously, because we've done the event before, I have the slides in advance of our speakers. And so if I can share my screen, I'd like to just share what it is we're actually covering at the Attract, Influence, and Enroll Summit. Let me just bring it up here. First of all, I want to share the topics that we're covering so that you guys know. So I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. I think you may need to add it to the stream, Helen.
Yep. Oh, good.
Yeah. So this is the page, Helen. The link is ready. So attractionmarketing.com/Helen. If you guys want to check this out for yourself, again, 9th to the 11th. And I'm going to just hop to the section about the trainers, because the trainers that we've added a new speaker, Rob Sperry, and then all these trainers are students. So the wonderful thing that I can say is, like Helen said, I am not superhuman. There's no way I know everything about how to do attraction marketing on every single platform, but we have so many successful students now that I can easily find somebody who's dedicated themselves seriously to mastering one particular way of doing attraction marketing. And so obviously I love automation. I've done organic, social media building with attraction marketing. I built a 6-figure business doing that. I've done content marketing, which is kind of like what TikTok is today. There was a version of TikTok back in the day that I used to do where I had attracted to people through content. I've done all of that, but I've ultimately, planted my flag in automation. I love automation because it doesn't require me to be on social media all the time. And so I'll be teaching on how to automate. Rob Sperry will be doing an incredible training on effortless discipline. JT DeBolt, our director of leadership, will be our MC and also be doing a training that's going to be very powerful on leadership. Beck Sadek, 7-figure earner in network marketing, is actually going to be doing a full training on Reels. The special opportunity that is available with Facebook leveraging the technology that TikTok has created and how they're going to be making a huge comeback as a social platform for marketing. Jessica Davis is going to be teaching on the overall strategy. She teaches her team as a duplicatable strategy for both Instagram and Facebook. Our buddy Vincenzo, who is the former business partner of Fraser Brooks, co-founder of Ninja Networker, he's going to be doing 2 trainings, one on YouTube organic. So if you want to be able to rank videos on YouTube for free for whatever keyword you want to target, he's going to be doing a training on that. And then also a training on YouTube advertising. If you want to explore what that looks like, it's a huge opportunity, especially if you want to directly promote your opportunity. You can do that on YouTube. You can't do that on Facebook, but YouTube allows you to directly promote business opportunities. Helen Martin, wonderful Helen Martin. She's doing an incredible training on curiosity posting through Facebook. This is probably the #1 skill you can learn for attracting, not just on Facebook, but on any platform. What Helen will teach will be transferable to whatever platform you want to focus on. Or let's say you don't want to do social media, you want to do something else related to automation. Well, the skills still apply for what you're wanting to do. Mike and Carla have over 100,000 followers on TikTok. They'll be teaching what's currently working on TikTok as a platform. Currently, Mike and Carla, they're generating 3,000 enrollments per month. Their team is from TikTok alone. And so it's a huge opportunity, especially for retailing. Jen Goodall, she's going to teach something called the warm market social launch strategy. And this has to do with actually launching your business to your warm market and teaching your team how to launch their business to their warm market without having to create a list of friends and family, without having to create a list of 100. This is a posting strategy that causes your current friends and family to be drawn to you, to reach out to you with interest in what you're doing and what you have to sell. And Sarah Lynn Kate will be one of our first speakers, and she'll be actually teaching the most fundamental and important thing you can learn as it relates to dialing in your message and making sure that whatever content you create on whatever platform is actually going to resonate with the type of prospect that you actually want to attract. Matt Zavadil here. The cool thing about Matt Zavadil is you guys have never heard of Matt Zavadil. He's a no-name in network marketing. He's a no-name anywhere, but he's a silent ninja. He actually doesn't use social media at all to generate leads and prospects and attract a following. He uses search engine marketing. He's a little old school, is that he creates content that gets ranked on the search engines for some of the most competitive keywords and attracts leads and sales passively every single day in his business. And then we're going to close out the event with Michael Angel Martin on how he's automated his entire business, has almost a 7-figure business in network marketing using Facebook ads and using absolutely 0 websites. So he uses Facebook ads, Messenger, and Facebook groups, and that's it. He doesn't actually have a website, but he's managed to use those 3 things to automate his entire business, and he works maybe an hour a day at most to support what is almost now a 7-figure business, network marketing. And so those are the trainers, those are the topics. And I'm actually going to hop in right here and show you some of the slides. So like I said, Sarah Lynn Bonas going to be talking about some of the attraction marketing fundamentals as it relates to target market. Some of you may have heard me teach on target market in the past. She takes a different approach that might resonate with you. And if you want to make sure that your content resonates with your audience, then you want to learn everything that Sarah Lynn's going to teach you. She has exercises that she walks you through that you're going to be doing alongside with her and with some handouts to make sure that your target market and the messaging that you're going to put in all of your social media content actually is designed to attract, influence, and make enrollment super easy. One of the next trainers is going to be Jen Goodall on warm market social launch strategy. And she's actually going to be sharing she shares a checklist for what every single new team member on our team goes through in order to get started and launch their business. And she goes through a 7-day launch strategy. It's a basically templated post over the course of 7 days that a new team member, or even yourself, if you wanted to relaunch your business, can do to immediately get into results and into profit. This strategy helped Jen generate $6,000 in commissions her first 2 weeks in her network marketing business after she launched. And so this definitely works. It helps you create a robust retail business from the get-go. And so she's going to be sharing that. And this is so valuable, guys. This is the one system and tool that even many leaders in network marketing are lacking, which is the reason they're not getting a lot of duplication. This is one of the most important duplication systems you can have. And it's going to help you get customers and help your team get customers as well. And then Helen Martin's going to give you so many examples that she has posted on how to create curiosity for creating customers, for attracting team members, mainly focused on Facebook, but this stuff is applicable to any platform, as you'll see. And so Helen Martin will be teaching on that on the first day. And then lastly on the first day, Rob Sperry will be doing training on how I call it effortless discipline. There's a lot to do when you're building a business. How do you do it in a way where it becomes effortless, where you don't really need discipline? It's not really you doing things you don't like to do. How do you get in a mindset where you actually enjoy everything you're doing and it's seamless and effortless. And part of that secret is what Rob's going to be sharing with you on that first day. The second day, Jessica Davis, who's right here with her family, will be teaching you on how she uses both Facebook and Instagram as an overall strategy that not only attracts and influences and enrolls people onto her team, but it's something she can duplicate and teach to her team. So this is how she was able to hit 6 figures within 13 months in her network marketing business, creating a duplicatable strategy on those 2 platforms. And I will be doing a training on systems. And the first training I will be doing is on a system that will show you on how to get paid even if your prospects don't join you. This is a secret attraction marketing strategy that all the big leaders that you see that are omnipresent all over social media are actually doing themselves. You see it in plain sight, but they never teach it to you. I'm going to be teaching it to you. It's a controversial thing to teach, and I have no problem upsetting people teaching this to you guys, because you deserve to know what you deserve to know what the top leaders in the network marketing space, especially those who are building online, are actually doing. And this is one of the strategies they deploy to grow their audience and to get paid from people that may never join them. And we're going to show you how to do it in a very easy and simple way. And the second day, you're also going to get started on YouTube Organic, on how to rank videos on YouTube. So Vincenzo will be teaching this session. So if that's something you want to do, if you want to launch a YouTube channel, this is what you want to do. Beck Sadek will be teaching on Facebook and Instagram Reels, and how she actually uses TikTok as a way to anticipate what is going to be hot on Facebook and Instagram. And so it's a very interesting strategy. So she actually leverages TikTok to almost predict the future on what's actually going to be hot and trending on Facebook and Instagram in a couple of weeks. And so she's going to be teaching that strategy on how she leverages TikTok to crush it on Facebook and Instagram, which is kind of odd. And immediately following that, we're going to dive into TikTok. Whether you love it or hate it, doesn't matter. It is industry giant right now in the social space and also in the network marketing space. Huge businesses are being built on TikTok. And even if you never want to use TikTok, everything here that you'll be learning will be applicable to other platforms that are using micro video content. I'll also close off the day on Saturday teaching on the 4 different systems that we use here at Attraction Marketing. If you know how to build these systems, you will build a 7-figure business. These are the systems you need to have a 7-figure business that is predictable. And most importantly, you're actually building a 7-figure business that is a legacy type business. And so I'm actually going to show you how Beck Sadek has used these systems to build a 7-figure business. So Beck is somebody who has all these 4 systems in place. It took her about 2 years to put these systems in place, and it's resulted in she building a 7-figure business that only requires 3 to 4 hours per week to actually operate. And then the following day, JT DeBolt will be teaching on leadership. And I call this rearranging the furniture in your brain. If you guys know the energy art of feng shui, on how you organize things in your house will either create flow of energy and calmness and relaxation, or create, obstruction and that type of thing. I don't know anything about feng shui. I just know about it. I don't know if I buy into it, but there's definitely a feng shui that has to go on with your mind, so that you can effortlessly do the things you got to do. And so JT will be helping you rearrange some furniture in your brain on Sunday. And then after JT, Vincenzo will come back teaching you on how to do YouTube advertising and the differences between Facebook and YouTube as it relates to advertising, and how he actually does ads on YouTube without even using videos of himself. He actually hires people on Fiverr to do videos for him, and he'll be sharing some of the scripts that he uses for these videos to promote his businesses, his various businesses, both in network marketing and outside of network marketing. And then Matt Zabadil, this guy right here, will be sharing on how he does search engine marketing, how he actually ranks his content for some of the most competitive keywords in the network marketing space. This is MLM leads is one of the keywords he ranks for, MLM scripts. And he actually has content that ranks for specific company names as well. And so you'll be able to learn from him. And then finally, I have an interview that I'll be doing with Michael Angel Martin on how he's automated his business using only Facebook, using Facebook ads, Messenger, and Facebook groups, no websites whatsoever, full automation. And he spends about an hour a day at most, if that, operating his business. So that's what we're covering. There's some changes that are happening. We've added some content to the event that you'll have the opportunity to experience. We'll be on live the entire time. And our entire team is there to support you. And this will probably be your last opportunity to be able to attend this event this year, June 9th through the 11th. Only $97 to attend an event that should otherwise, be $1,000 per ticket. But because we have some amazing presenters and trainers, we've offered Helen, who's one of our speakers, and other people to be able to refer guests to the event for only $97 for full access to all the content and everything that'll be shared.
It's such a crazy amount of content for $97. Like I still can't believe you put it together the way that you do, the collective, the amount of leaders that you bring together and the different platforms. Like $97 is a crazy amount of money to learn everything you can learn from that, what Ferny just shared with you. Credit to you, Ferny, with putting events together like that for that and offering it for that kind of value. For feel privileged that you make that available to me and my audience. So thank you.
You're very welcome. And the most important thing is I don't expect people to master 12 different ways to attract their ideal perfect prospect. My hope is that you attend this event, and after going through everything, that you find something that truly resonates with you, your personality. Like I have found, I'm so fortunate that I found a strategy for attracting and growing and consistently growing a big business that doesn't require me to do something I really don't enjoy doing, which is being on social media all the time. I just don't enjoy doing that. When I post, you'll see, if you go to my personal Facebook page, oftentimes I get accused of being a fraud, and being a fraud because I only have like 2,000 followers on my Facebook page or 2,000 followers on my Instagram. And there was a point where I was on a social network where I had 500,000 followers. It was on another social network. I was the number one influencer on that network. And prior to that, I was using MySpace. And I've done the social media thing. And I just, when I discovered how to automate attraction, how to use advertising and other ways of automating the enrollments of customers and builders, I kind of let social media go. And so when you look at my social media, I just look like a regular guy, because I don't have to post all the time. If I do post, I post about my son or my family, or if I'm a trip I'm at, and that's pretty much it. But if you look at our business page, which we run our ads from, has over 100,000 followers. And we've, over the course of the history of our company, we've built an email list of 5 million people that are following us that you can't see. It's our private network, our private list. And so that's what works for me. And I love it. But then Helen, I've taught you this way of automating, your business, and you gravitated more towards creating social media content. And you really went full on with creating content on social media, and have built a multiple six-figure business, consistently creating the system for creating content on social media that attracts an audience and customers and business builders to you. And that's the way that most resonated with you, the way you love the most. So the strategies you're learning, you don't need to learn all of them. You just need to choose one of them that's going to be a fit for your personality. If you love social media, great, we got something for you. If you hate social media, great, we have something for you. If you want to use social media without spending as little time on social media, great, we have something for you. And so there's just something for everybody now. And that's how come I'm saying we're living in a golden age. And this event is not going to be the Ferny show. This is our most successful students sharing what they chose to be specialists in. They chose to be specialists on TikTok, on Facebook, on Reels, on YouTube, et cetera, and we're showcasing them. And they are so generously, just like Helen is, donating their time to educate and give you options. There's nowhere in the world where you're going to be able to have this buffet of options and be able to choose something that's going to work for you. Most other trainers and most other programs will try to shove and promote their way of doing attraction marketing or doing network marketing. And that's a very one-dimensional approach. We're more of a and, not an or type environment. So we promote all ways of building.
Yeah, I think, thanks for that, Ferny. And I think we grow and evolve as we go through this industry in the years that we are in. And you've done the hard yards, Ferny. You have been on social media. You have shown up. You've earned your stripes. I'm doing that now, and I'm showing up a lot, but I may not always do that. And I've got the skills that I've learned, to automate more and step away if I want to in the future. But I've never seen you and your community bring together organic and paid and all the platforms like you do now. Even when I went through as a student, and I'm forever a student, it was all more about business pages and Facebook advertising. Now there's so many organic options. There's so many different platforms. There's so many ways that you can build, and you're bringing all that together in an event. So it's crazy value, guys. So I would just encourage you to take advantage of what Ferny's offering for the little price that it is, with what you'll get out of that, and take what you want from that with how you want to build your business.
Mm-hmm. And the training is it's going to be a deep dive on every single topic. So you're going to have a notebook, maybe a couple of notebooks full of notes that you're going to be taking something away from every speaker, because like I said, attraction marketing is transferable to different platforms. So you might learn something about what Vincenzo shares related to YouTube and choose to apply it to Facebook. Or you might get to learn something that Mike and Carla share on TikTok and apply it on Instagram. And so it's kind of like you have all these brilliant 6-7 figure earners that are teaching on what works for them, but you're going to see that there's a lot of ability to kind of cross-pollinate, so to speak, and use what they're sharing for what you want to focus on and do. And you'll learn from 12 different perspectives, 12 different ways of building this business online, 100% online, without having to do any of the stuff that you hate doing.
Awesome. Well, I would just like to say massive thank you for giving up your time. Malachi has been awesome. He hasn't run into the room. He's done well.
Oh no, I see him right now. He's on the couch jumping along with the Teletubbies. He's so excited.
He's done well. Thank you for giving up your time, Ferny. It's always a pleasure to have you here. And, to our crew, please thank Ferny for his time in sharing, his wisdom with us and offering these things to my community. I know I appreciate it, and I'm sure they do as well. So thanks very much, Ferny. And get on the event, guys. Amazing.
We have bonuses expiring this week, and if you guys enroll today, I'm doing a couple of group coaching sessions over the next 2 weeks, one before the event and one after the event, where you'll be able to come on and get coaching from me directly in a group. If you enroll by today, I'll make sure that you are a part of those group coaching sessions. That's a limited time, and there's only so many people we can allow in those group coaching sessions, because they're just Zoom meetings. So if you want to hop on a Zoom with me and a few other people and get some coaching around something you're working on in your business, then I'm happy to do that. But that means you have to enroll today.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Ferny. Much appreciated. See you, everyone.
Bye, everybody.